What up? Will Lane, DreamChaserShow.com. Get ready to lay it down, and I realized I hadn't done a video for the day yet. So um, I wanted to share with you guys a concept that I call replay that is going to help you resolve a lot of conflict. It's going to actually help you actually head off a lot of potential conflict and disagreements before they even take place. And I wanted to share this with you because in business, marketing, and sales, basically we're in the people business. We're in the business of influencing and, getting people to take action. So heading off any kind of conflict is, it's a good skill to have. And I call this skill replaying. And what I mean by this is that, first, let me preface this by saying that the most important, one of the most important needs for most people is the need to be heard, right? Most people want to feel like they matter, like they're heard, like what they're saying is actually, like they mean something in the world. And when you do what I call a replay, when we get into these conflicts or disagreements or whatever you want to call it, a lot of times there's a need when someone comes at you offensively to want to defend yourself. So someone says something that you disagree with, or they say something, they may be offended because they thought you did something. First natural tendency is to defend yourself. While they're talking, instead of listening, you're thinking about, okay, what am I going to say next to counter whatever they're saying, whatever they're coming at me about. But instead of feeding into that natural urge, next time that comes up, instead just listen. Just listen. And listen from a place like, okay, what is this person really expressing? And what you'll find in most cases, when most people are upset, it's coming from a place of fear. They're afraid of something. Like, all right, perfect example. Like, say for example, I know most guys can relate to this. Say you come in the house late one night on a Friday or Saturday evening or something like that, and your lady starts flipping. Natural tendency is to defend yourself or come up with an excuse or something like that. Instead of doing that, next time just listen and acknowledge, replay it. Okay, so you're upset because it's 3:30 in the morning. I'm usually in by 1, 2, 12, whatever, you usually, whenever you usually come in when you hang out. And you didn't know where I was, you didn't know what was going on, and, that made you upset. Is that correct? And you'll notice that when you replay a person's concern, when you replay their fears, when you replay actually the words, what they're trying to say, you'll take a lot of the fight out of them. It's almost like jiu-jitsu or tai chi in communication, because in a lot of these martial arts, it's not so much about being the strongest. It's actually about taking a person's energy and redirecting it. And that's what you do when someone comes at you, from in an offensive matter. You can redirect that energy just by simply accepting it, acknowledging it, letting it in, replaying it for them, saying it, repeating basically what their concerns were, and then coming up with a resolution from that. And you'll notice that if you do that a lot of times, it's really going to head off a lot of potential conflict, which is huge in sales and marketing, if you can head off potential conflict. So yeah, that's what I wanted to leave you guys with today. And try it out next time. And again, real important to fight that natural urge, because I'm great at this. Trust me, I'm giving you this game, but I'm not 100% perfect at it. I think we all get kind of caught up in the moment, the energy, the emotion, and you just want to you go at it, you fight. And but I do notice that when I get present and I just breathe, listen to what the person's saying. That if I basically just replay or rephrase what their concern was. And then one thing you'll notice is that most of that comes out of a place of fear. So a lot of times we get offended by this stuff, and it's really coming from a place of fear. It's not coming from a place of any malice towards us. It's they're afraid that you're disrespecting them, or they're afraid that any number of things depending on the situation. So again, that's what I wanted to leave you with. Hopefully you got something out of that. Till next time we talk, live big, dream big. Peace.